budget. I didn't prepare anything to say today, because although I do write myself in English, I haven't been able to pick up a pen since my father's passing, because I've spent more time crying than writing. But I will be, we are going to update his website, and we're both going to have writings on there, which we hope that you will visit, because we both actually do write in English. We do want to thank you all for coming today to honor our late father, who obviously we all loved and admired and respected very, very much. There's so many things I'm going to miss about my father. I can't obviously go through them today, but one of the things I'll share with you is that although my knowledge of Urdu is limited, I only understand a little Tora, but I have participated in many of his masharas just in the backgrounds for many, many years since I was very young. And again, although I couldn't understand too much of it, what I always was able to appreciate was just the sweet rhythmic sound of all the poets, the way they said their words, the way they chanted them, and how entranced the audience always was with how the poets put their beautiful words together. And I always, including today, as I said, I didn't understand a lot, but I always enjoyed that sound, and then the audience's appreciation of the va va va. I always enjoyed that, and I'm going to miss that a lot. We're not going to have the annual masharas at Hidden Valley Court anymore. We're not going to see that anymore. We still have the posters in the basement, and we're probably going to keep them up for a very long time. But the gathering in that basement probably won't happen anymore. But I think, and I pray, and I know as my father would have wanted that the founder of the Golub Academy, my late father, his work will be remembered and cherished for many, many generations to come. And that was what he had wanted. That's why he had spent so much time writing, and it was his passion that he would always be remembered, and that we would never ever forget him. And I won't, and I hope that for more generations that we'll be able to appreciate his work. Thank you.
As Neela said, we didn't prepare anything today. We actually were not going to speak today initially. The last week has been sheer hell for our family. And although we all know that death is the reality for everybody, we talked about how many funerals we've gone to, and there we were at our own dad's funeral. And then all of a sudden you become those people. And just last night I was up till about 2:30 in the morning, many years ago, about 2.5 years ago. I spoke to my mother and my father, and I got this book. It was our family tree book, and I started preparing some information. And it was all handwritten stuff from my mother's side and my father's side. And you know, when he left Jamna, he went to Karachi, and then he went to England. And I started typing it out now, and our goal as a family unit now is to preserve our family history, our culture and everything, and present it and always have it and impart it to our own children. But I made a few notes for today, and I wanted to start by saying never in our dreams did we ever think we'd be here at a library, and that we'd be sitting here and listening to a number of people speak in a language that for the most part, as my sister said, we do not understand. But it didn't matter. We may not speak Urdu. We understood the language of love and admiration. That is a universal language, and that was clear and overwhelming to us both, the passion that you all have spoken about the attributes of my father. And our dad was such a passionate and courageous man who always pursued his interests, Writing to him was simply like the air that the average man breathes. He could not live without it. And this tribute by his peers, those who loved the language and the art form of the spoken word, would have made him so happy and proud. It really would have. My dad inspired many people, and there's no one more he inspired than me. He inspired me to become more, to always reach for the stars and not to settle for mediocrity, and to achieve intact with morals and values of right and wrong, the value of family. Everything that I am today as a person, as a business professional, but most importantly as a son, and now a father of 2 babies, I'm because of my father. It gives me great comfort as I discover new things about myself that were in fact a seed that was planted and nurtured many years ago by my dad. He was a regal and proud man, and while we as a family grieve his loss, I can tell you I stand here a broken man right now, limping through the days since he died. We simply adored our father. But we also channel what energy we have left at the end of each day that has happened since last week to focus on some of the blessings that we've received. We've had so many wonderful moments as a family, from the days as kids when we play hide and seek with my father in the house, to a little more recently a family trip to Europe, and we were always in awe of the knowledge my dad had. In every major city in the world, he would tell you something historical or something that was political about it. And today, with each passing day, I'm learning that we are truly sharing our grief with so many other people, and there is some comfort in that. We are blessed that our father will be remembered by so many, that his legacy will carry on, the days, the weeks, and God willing, for the years after. And we are so thankful and grateful for your compassion and kindness that you all expressed in honor of our dad. So on behalf of my entire family, we thank you all, and may Allah bless you all. Thank you.